Hello everyone and welcome to Battle of the Beast Central. I'm Adam and today we are doing a ranking video. This would be my top 10 favourite battles from the Battle of the Beast series just finished, which is Transformation Takedown. We had 29 battles in that tournament, 30 beasts take part in it, and now we have our winner. In this tournament, I would say there were probably maybe 6, maybe 7 battles which weren't exactly exciting or great, and then there were others. Then the others range from good to great to fantastic, in my opinion. So this video is me ranking these battles from my least favorite. Well, my top 10 anyway. And this is in the order of how much I liked them compared to the others. So the last one will be my favourite battle of the entire tournament. So out of the 10 battles I've done that I'm talking about here, they're all relatively fast paced, I'd say. Maybe one was slow paced, but in my opinion, ultimately, uh, there were a couple obvious matchups with them, but I still enjoyed doing the battle for one reason or another. But yeah, this is my top 10 favourite battles from the Battle of the Beast Transformation Takedown tournament. So with that, let's get into this video, or rankings rather. In 10th place is Silver the Wild Terror versus Selkara Monster of the Depths. This battle was in round 1 and was the second to last battle of that round, and with Selkara coming out on top. What makes this battle one of the best ones, in my opinion, is the fact that it was a bit one-sided with the arena and also Selkara just being very strong, I think Silver put up a good fight as well, made it relatively close for what it was, and yeah, I do believe Selkara earned her victory over Silver rather than just got given a free one. This matchup also sparked a bit of an interesting conversation between myself and Lucas regarding, one of Lucas's favourite beasts is going to die in round 1. That was his whole thought process. My thought process was, well, we don't know that. There's a chance Silver may come out on top. Look at the size of those claws, or his fangs, or even other aspects about it, his spiky fur. There's aspects which Silver had which could have helped him beat Selkara. Ultimately, though, with how the battle was narrated, Selkara came out on top, but it wasn't as obvious as what Lucas said it was, because I don't believe it was obvious at all. In 9th place, we have Karaka the Winged Assassin versus Noctilla the Death Owl. This was a round 2 battle where Noctilla came out on top, and the reason why I put it on this list is because whilst it was a bit of an obvious matchup, it wasn't as obvious as Silver versus Selkara was. And I thought this was a good fast-paced aerial battle where I was able to drop in a Stuart Little reference, which is what I liked most about it. But there's also other aspects as well with Karaka actually putting up a good fight against Noctilla before ultimately falling, and also the knights Noctilla turning back into the Silver Knight as Noctilla's soaring down towards Karaka, or diving down. So the knight has downwards trajectory on his side and gravity to give a very good hit on Karaka there. I personally enjoyed doing this fight. It was a fun aerial battle, and I really want to do more aerial battles in the future because this was a really fun one. 8th place, we have Tecton the Armored Giant versus Selkara Monster of the Depths. And going into this battle, I was thinking, okay, this should have been a semi-final battle. And that's because looking at the final 8, this was a quarterfinals battle, by the way. Looking at the final 8, I was thinking Selkara is probably going to make it to the semi-finals, so would Tecton. And then this matchup happened, and I'm just thinking, okay, never mind, all right, this will be a quarterfinals battle then. And it was a great quarterfinals battle. I had a lot of fun doing this one, and it was not very predictable either, because you got a very heavily armored beast here versus a water beast, and obviously Tecton will have a hard time swimming due to his weight. So it wasn't as obvious, but it was a nice callback to Tecton versus Spikefin in round 2, as well as Selkara versus Chiron in round 2 as well. Bringing those aspects together, I was able to use both of what happened in those battles to make this one better. I also upgraded it as well to make it even more interesting, and I actually really enjoyed doing this battle. It was fun, unpredictable, and as I said in the video, I went into this battle thinking Selkara was going to win, and Tecton ended up winning, which pleasantly surprised me actually. In 7th place we have Koba Ghoul of the Shadows versus Leptika the Nocturnal Nightmare. And this one may not be on everyone's top 10 list for this tournament, but the reason why it's on the top 10 for me is that this battle really started the creepy side of Koba. And so throughout this tournament, I've had multiple arcs. The Series 10 beasts being violent, brutal, menacing threats, being able to transform into and from knights at will. The Series 30 beasts playing dirty with their fights and always trying to go with the low blows. And Koba just being Koba for setting a menacing, dark, creepy tone every time he's battling. And this battle really kicked it off. Especially when he transformed into Zircon as well. I think this battle was the start to that arc, and that's when I started having a lot of fun using Koba in the battles. It is an obvious matchup with Koba obviously coming out on top, but it was a fun one at that, and also Leptika was a good use to Koba when he transformed into Leptika in future battles. Leptika did also put up a good fight, so it's not like it was entirely one-sided, but ultimately there was nothing Leptika was going to do to beat Koba. In 6th place, we have Tecton the Armor Giant versus Krokol the Father of Fear. And this battle was the final battle of round 1, and quite frankly, it's no surprise why it was. It was an intense, fast-paced battle with a beast with the power of the golden armor on one side, and another beast with experienced fighting beasts, as well as just being a giant armadillo on the other. It is very easy to see whichever beast winning, and this was probably the most unpredictable battle on who would win in round 1. Ultimately, Tecton got the victory though, and I do not regret that choice at all, because it set Tecton on a good arc, personally for me, on a bit of a redemption arc due to not appearing much in his book. He more than made up for it by doing brilliant in this battle and any future battle that he was in. So I ultimately Krokol could have won, but the victory went to Tecton because of his overwhelming size and being able to keep up with Krokol. So yeah, but ultimately it was a fun fight and I loved it really. In 5th place we have Shamani the Raging Flame versus Doomskull the King of Fear. This was the final battle of the quarterfinals, and this one I'm actually really surprised I'm even having on this list. But what really solidifies it as one of my favourite battles is the fact that it was between two beasts which, before this tournament started, I didn't really have strong emotions for, and thought, yeah, both of these beasts are the weakest, are quite weak in their series, and I don't really care much for them. But then when I went into this battle, I just appreciated them. They put up a great fight, beast on beast action, beast on knight, knight on beast, and knight on knight battles. Literally, it was brilliant. It was fun. I loved it. And then ultimately Doomskull coming out on top, and yeah, Doomskull coming out on top, I think was great, honestly. And yeah, Shamani still put up a good fight. I now do appreciate both of these beasts a lot now. And I think this was also the first Series 10 on Series 10 battle as well, because Series 10 dominated the tournament. But yeah, I had fun doing this battle. It was a lot of fun, very fast-paced, action-packed, and beast on beast action, knight on knight action, knight on beast, beast on knight. You name it, it was done. It was fun to do, and I enjoyed it. In fourth place is Noctilla the Death Owl versus Cobra Ghoul of the Shadows. This was the first battle around of the quarterfinals where the first semi-finalist was revealed. Unsurprisingly, was Cobra Ghoul of the Shadows. This battle also had a lot of creepy references that Cobra was able to do, and continued on the arc which started with Cobra's battle against Leptika. And I think with Cobra having the ability to transform into Leptika as well, it made this battle a fun aerial battle as well at some point, but also a nice down to land battle when Noctilla was either on the ground or disguised as the knight, in which Cobra just was able to transform into a multitude of beasts to beat him eventually. I had fun doing it. It was action packed, and my creativity reached a new limit to where I didn't think it can possibly go. Yeah, Cobra just being creepy as he was, fun. It was brilliant. I loved it. In third place, we have Tecton the Armor Giant versus Doomskull the King of Fear. This was one of the semi-final battles of the tournament where Tecton came out on top over Doomskull. This was a bit of an obvious matchup, but Doomskull being, well, having the Golden Knight, which I deemed to be the more experienced knight than the White Knight, had a little advantage there, but also Doomskull being as strong as he is, being able to put up a good fight against Tecton. Like with Doomskull versus Shamani, this was a fun beast on beast fight, knight on knight, knight on beast, and beast on knight battle. It was fun, fast paced, and I think solidified this battle and the next two after this battle to be the best of the whole series. It was fun, fast paced, and I never thought I'd have so much fun doing a battle with two beasts which I originally did not really care for until this tournament started. In second place, we have Lustor the Acid Dart versus Cobra Ghoul of the Shadows. This battle was the second battle of the semi-finals and also may have been a little one-sided, but still a fun one to do regardless. Lustor was able to put up a good fight against Cobra, and yeah, Cobra continuing his very creepy arc, being able to take down his second Series 10 beast after taking down Noctilla, now going on against Lustor and beating him. It was a fun battle. I generally enjoyed doing it. Lustor, as I said, was able to put up a good fight. Ultimately, though, it was Cobra's good thinking with Krokol's goo and then Leptika's speed, as well as Noctilla's talons being able to actually beat Lustor. And doing more references and murder drones with Cobra was also fun to do as well, and I'm so glad I was able to do it here. Ultimately, though, Cobra winning was not really a surprise, but the way he won made this battle one of my favourites. But there was only one battle which I deemed to be better than this one. And my favourite battle of Transformation Takedown is the final battle of the tournament, being Tecton the Armor Giant versus Cobra Ghoul of the Shadows. This entire tournament, I believe, was leading up to this battle, and this was my dream final battle. When I saw the drafting of all the beasts participating in this tournament, I wanted these two to be the final two, and I'm so glad that these two were. Cobra at this point having 9 beasts at his disposal to transform into, Tecton having a trident and daggers being able to at his disposal to use them along with his lance and rope. It's great. And then the battlefield kept changing by the snap of the fingers thanks to Cobra. Cobra dropping in more murder drones references, just being terrifying as it was, and even making the lights go out on his second attempt, might I add. It was a fun, fast-paced battle where I was struggling to breathe whilst doing it because I was constantly talking on and on and on and on. So I feel like if I'm doing a fast-paced battle where I'm struggling to breathe, that is to show you guys that this was a fast-paced, fun, brilliant, exhilarating battle where Tecton has put up a very good fight, but ultimately the Ghoul of the Shadows came out on top. But that's not to be said that Cobra didn't almost die. Tecton did get a lot of good slashes in. And yeah, Cobra did almost die. But Tecton didn't do enough, unfortunately, but he was very close. And with that, that's Transformation Takedown wrapped up and done. Finished up with a nice little bow on top. So, Battle of the Beast Series 6 Transformation Takedown. My whole goal was to get this done as soon as I can. And I'm not sure what the date will be when this video is released, but as of the date that it's currently at now, it is the 9th of February. So, Cobra won Battle of the Beast on the 8th of February. And I believe today, on the 9th, it was Spikefin versus Texan that was released. So we're still in the middle of round 2 as I'm releasing the videos. But I wanted to get this tournament done ASAP because, unfortunately, after this video, I'm not going to be able to record or upload videos as often as I used to, as I am now. I got a new opportunity for something coming up, and I want to get as many videos as I can done, so then the gap between when I am able to record another video will be a bit shorter. But my main goal was to get this tournament sorted. I'm not finished with, hence why there was a long gap. There's a long gap between me uploading the video from on my main channel from the Series 16 retrospective to whatever I choose to do next. So yeah, Cobra's our winner, and that's the end of this tournament for now. I do plan to do more in the future. The next one is going to be a bit cold-blooded, might I say. And yeah, it will be coming. I don't know when I'll be able to do it, but the second I get the opportunity to make at least some videos for that tournament, I can. However, the release schedule for it will be a bit scattered compared to this one and Series 5's Battle of the Beasts. But ultimately, though, it's for the better of my career, which I adore doing. So I apologize, but it's my career. If I had to choose between full-time YouTube or do a career, I'm doing my career. But I'm not ditching you guys, okay? I will be back. But during the time when I'm not able to record, my good friends Jack the Reviewer as well as Lucas Green will probably be uploading on their channels, so keep an eye out for them. And this Battle of the Beast Central channel, well, Lucas actually has access to it as well because he created this channel. So if he decides that he's going to upload a Battle of the Beast related video, like ranking his favourite battles, then he's more than welcome to. Do I think he's going to do it? Being honest, no. But if he does, then it'll be a pleasant surprise, and I'll look forward to see it. If he doesn't, I guess he doesn't. But for now on this channel, this is all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe. I'm not ditching you guys. I will be back. Just don't know when. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this ride as much as I have. I'll see you when I next upload this video with the next announcement of the next tournament, which will be Series 7. Until then, I've been Adam, and this has been Battle of the Beast Central. Peace out.